Welcome back, children. Let us continue with the line-wise paraphrasing of The Merchant of Venice, Act 5, Scene 1. Line number 58. My friend Stefano, signify I pray you. So he tells his friend Stefano that my friend Stefano, signify means announce. I pray you, I request you within the house. Please, Stefano, go inside. I request you, go inside and announce that your mistress is at hand, that your mistress will arrive shortly. And bring your music forth into the air. And please bring your musical instrument outside into the open air and play some music for us. Exits Stefano, he goes from there, and Lorenzo continues talking to his beloved Jessica. How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. He's looking at the moonlight and he says how beautifully, how pleasantly the light of the moon, it falls upon the slope on the mound. How beautifully it is falling on the slope. Here we will sit. So both of us, we will sit over here and let the sounds of music creep in our ears, and let the sounds, the notes of music gently enter into our ears. Soft stillness and the night, the soft calmness and the stillness of the night and the darkness of the night, the silence of the night become the touches of sweet harmony. Become means they suit. The touches of sweet harmony means the notes of sweet music. So the silence and the darkness of the night, they suit the sweet notes of music. Sit, Jessica, he tells his wife. Jessica, please sit down. Look how the floor of heaven. Just look at the floor of heaven means just look at the beautiful sky. Is thick inlaid. It has been thickly decorated with patterns of bright gold. It has been thickly decorated with small pieces of shining metal, that is bright gold. What is he referring to? The bright shining stars, which are he's referring to the bright patterns of gold. There's not a smallest orb. He says there is not even the smallest orb means planet, which thou means you, beholdest means see. So he says there is not even the smallest planet which you see, but in his motion, in his means in its motion, like an angel sings, which in its motion while moving, it does not sing like an ocean. Now, children, it was the belief of the Elizabethans that every star or planet, while it moved in the sky, it produced a musical note. It always produced music. And the combination of all these notes is said to produce the harmony of the universe. So the angels are said to be listening to the music of the stars. So he says that all the planets, even the smallest planet, while it's moving around the sun, it sings like an angel. It produces a beautiful song, melodious song like an angel, still choiring. Choiring means still singing to a young-eyed cherubims. They are singing together as a choir. Choir is a group of singers singing as a choir to the young beautiful angels having bright eyes. Such harmony is in immortal souls. He continues to say that this kind of peacefulness and harmony is present in the souls of the human beings which are immortal. But whilst means while this muddy vesture of decay. Now muddy means made up of mud. Vesture of decay means our human body. But while our souls, they are covered with this human body made up of mud. Doth means does. Grossly means roughly. Close it in. It roughly encloses. It means the soul. So this The human body, that is the skeleton, the flesh, the muscles, the skin, they cover up or hide our immortal souls. They close it inside. That is why we cannot hear it. That is why we cannot hear the music of our immortal souls, because they are covered with layers and layers of muscles and skin and flesh. We cannot hear that music of our souls. Enter musicians. So musicians enter with the musical instruments, and he begins, come ho, he says, come on and wake Dinah with a hymn, and let us wake up goddess Dinah. Now goddess Dinah is the Roman goddess. She is a triple goddess of the moon, chastity and hunting. Now it is said that goddess Dinah, she felt with a mortal human being by the name Endymion, and it is believed that goddess Dinah, every night she came down to the earth from the heavens above to live with her beloved Endymion. So here Lorenzo refers to goddess Dinah and says, let us wake up goddess Dinah with a hymn. Hymn is a religious prayer. So let us wake her up with a religious prayer. With sweetest touches, pierce your mistress's ear. So please sing a song, and with the sweetest notes of music, let the sweet notes of music enter your mistress's ears, Mistress's Portia, and draw her home with music, and get her towards her home with the notes of music. So they play the music. Jessica: I am never merry. Merry means happy. I never feel happy when I hear sweet music. So she says, I never feel happy when I listen to sweet music. Lorenzo replies, the reason is your spirits are attentive. He says the main reason that you don't feel happy when you listen to music is because your spirits are very, very receptive. You get too involved with the music. That is why you don't feel happy. For do but note, she says, but you just note, just have a clear look at a wild and wanton herd. Wild and wanton means, wild means jungly, wanton means untamed, untrained, herd means group, or race. Race means again a breed of youthful. Youthful means young, and unhandled colts. Unhandled means untrained. Colts are young horses. Or you just look at a group of young, untrained, young horses fetching mad bounds. Fetching means jumping, mad bounds means jumping about madly. Bellowing means the loud sound made by a bull. And neighing loud. Neighing means the sound made by the horses. So making loud sound of neighing and bellowing, which is the hot condition of their blood, which is the nature of their wild blood. They are young, that is why they jump around madly, making a lot of noise. If they but hear, but if this herd of young untrained horses, if they happen to, but means only, if they happen to only hear perchance means perhaps, a trumpet sound, the sound of a trumpet, or any air of music, or any note of music touch their ears, or any note of music enters their ears, you shall perceive them. You shall perceive them means you shall see them make a mutual stand. You shall see that they come to a standstill. Their savage eyes, savage means their wild eyes, turn to a modest gaze. Modest means mild, gaze means look. So the wild look in their eyes, it gets changed into a mild look. By the power of music, by the power of music. Therefore, poet, Did feign. So it is referred to the Roman poet Ovid, who narrated. Now this is a story you have to learn, that the Roman poet Ovid, he narrated that Orpheus. Now Orpheus was a Greek musician. He was a great musician, and he could make the trees, the stones, and the streams and rivers move from place to place with the power of his music. So he says that by the sweet power of music, therefore the Roman poet Ovid narrated, did feign that Orpheus, he announced that Orpheus, that is the great musician Orpheus, drew trees, stones and floods. He was able to move the trees and the stones and the streams by the power of his music. He could make them move from place to place. Since not means nothing, stockish means insensible or unyielding, hard means hard-hearted, and full of rage means full of anger. So he says there is nothing in this world which is so insensible, so stubborn, so unyielding, so hard, or so full of anger that but music for time doth change his nature. That music cannot change his nature for some time at least. The man that hath no music in himself, hath means has. The human being who has no music in himself, who does not like music at all, nor is not moved, neither is he moved with the concord. Concord means the harmony. Nor are his spirits moved by the harmony of sweet music, is fit for treasons. Treasons means for cheating. Stratagems means plotting. And spoils means destruction. Now these three keywords are very important. So such a man is fit for treachery, for making plots, and for bringing about destruction. The motions of his spirit, motions means his thoughts, the thoughts of his spirit are as dull as the night, and his affections, affections means his feelings, his emotions are as dark as Erebus. Erebus is the home of the dead. They are as dark and negative as the home of the dead. Now Erebus in the classical mythology, it is an area of darkness near hell, that is the home of the dead. Let no such man be trusted. So you should not trust a man like this who does not like music. Mark the music. He tells Jessica, listen to the music. Mark means listen. Enter Portia and Nerissa. Portia and Nerissa enter. Portia, that light we see is burning in my hall. So Portia says, the light we can see from here, it is a light or a candle which has been lit in the hall of my house. How far that little candle throw his beams? She says, how far we can see the beams of that little candle. So shines a good deed in this naughty world. So she says, in the same way, when a person does a good deed, that good deed also shines and is visible to a long distance in this naughty means in this wicked, cruel world. Nerissa, when the moon shone, she says, when the moon was shining, we did not see the candle. When the moon was shining brightly, we were not able to see the light of the candle. So Portia replies, so doth the greater glory dim the less. She says, this is the way the things are. The great things, they always overshadow the smaller good things. A substitute means a deputy, that is a deputy king over here, shines brightly as a king. A deputy king, he appears to be as powerful as a king until a king be by, but only till the king is not present there. But when the king is present, the power of the substitute king disappears. And then his state empties himself. When the king comes back, the power or the glory of the deputy king vanishes. As doth means as does an inland brook. Inland brook means the stream or the river flowing from interior of the country. So just like a stream flowing inside the country, it flows and into the mains of waters, then it enters into the sea or the ocean. Then this river or this stream, it loses its identity. So in the same way, when the king appears, comes back, the deputy king's glory and power, it vanishes. Just like the power and glory of the stream, it vanishes when it enters into the sea. Music. Hark. Hark means listen. Listen to the music, Jessica. Just then. Listen to the music, Nerissa. Nerissa, is it your music, madam of the house? So Nerissa asked Portia, is it the music coming from your house, madam? Portia, nothing is good. She says, nothing is good in itself. I see without respect. Without respect means unless it is done under the proper circumstances. Nothing is good until it is done at the right time. Methinks means I think it sounds much sweeter than by day. I think this music is sounding much sweeter right now than it does during the daytime. Nerissa, silence bestows that virtue on it, madam. So Nerissa replies that silence bestows means gives, that virtue means quality. So silence gives the quality of being melodious on it means to the music. So the silence of the night gives the quality of melody to the song at night. So madam, it is because of the silence of the night that the song and the music, it appears to be so sweet and melodious, madam. Portia, the crow doth sing as sweetly as the lark. She says that the crow appears to sing as sweetly as the bird lark when neither is attended. When we listen to neither of them, we know the voice of the crow is not sweet. It is very harsh to hear to the sounds made by the crow, whereas the voice of the lark is very sweet. But the voice of crow will be equivalent to the voice of the lark when you are not listening to either of them. And I think the nightingale, if she should sing by day, she says, I think if the nightingale, its voice is very melodious, very sweet. So she says, I think that if the nightingale should sing during the daytime, when every goose is cackling, goose means when every common bird is cackling, means it's making a noise, is making certain sounds. If the nightingale also sings during the daytime, it would be thought no better a musician than the wren. Then it would be considered to be no better singer than the small bird wren. Then its quality of melodious voice would not be recognized. It would be considered to be equivalent to the songs of the wren, which is not a good singer. How many things by season seasoned are? She says that how many things look better by being done at the right time. To the right praise, when they are done at the right time, then they will get their due praise and true perfection. They will be duly praised for their being perfect. Piso says, silence please. The moon sleeps with Endymion. Goddess Diana, I've told you this allusion before also. Goddess Diana is sleeping with her beloved Endymion and would not be awaked, and we should not wake her up with the noise. Music ceases. The music stops. Lorenzo, that is the voice, or I am much deceived, of Portia. So Lorenzo says, I think, if I am not deceived, if I am not mistaken, that is the voice of Portia which I can hear. So I stop over here. In my next video, I'll continue with the next line-wise paraphrasing. Thank you.